is up, YouTube? It's Nell here. How you guys doing today? So in today's reading, we're going to be seeing what you can expect in your career this year. So I am putting this up in the year of 2024. Doing this around the time that this is live. Obviously, this will be career predictions that you can expect this year. However, if you're watching this towards the end of 2024 or 2025 or maybe even 2026, then this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, this can still apply. Really focused on career readings. I've been really feeling like I want to do a bunch of those. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be posting a bunch of career readings. So if you like this type of readings, you can definitely stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. I have some that I've already done. I will link them down below, but let's get into the piles. So as you can see, we have 3 different piles here. Positivity if you have to. On pile 1, we have this crystal right here. I believe this is bloodstone. It might be a jasper though, but I want to say it is a bloodstone. So yeah, pile 1 is going to be this bloodstone point. Pile 2 is going to be this fluorite point. And then pile 3 is going to be this selenite tower. So you can pause the video like I said. The timestamps are linked down below. Remember, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and they are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you guys chose this bloodstone point, then this is your reading. Remember, these readings are all allegedly for entertainment purposes only, and they are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled some cards. We have this oracle card right here that is going to be telling me what you can expect in your career in 2024, and then we also have some tarot cards that we can go a little bit deeper in with some predictions. So I had to click my microphone on, but let's see what your oracle card says. So it says messages, synchronicity, memory, mind, and healing. Off the bat with this card, I'm seeing that if you guys are waiting for some sort of messages in your career, then you're going to be getting it in this year. So for example, if you're waiting for a promotion, or if you're waiting to hear from a new job that you're trying to get, then this is what's happening in this year. I want to say soon, even though I did set it for the whole year. That's the whole point of this reading. It feels like this is coming in soon. This is giving me like 8 of Wands energy, but keep in mind it is a general reading. So I feel like with this cards, you guys can definitely expect some sort of I know it says messages on there, but like legit some sort of messages from a boss or from an employer. But it feels like a good message because it does say healing at the bottom. It doesn't feel like, oh hey, you're not doing your job well. It feels like something like, oh hey, I've noticed all that work that you've put in this event. I noticed all this stuff that you have done. I think that you are up for a promotion, or I want to give you a promotion, or here's a raise, or here is a bonus, something like that. That's what it feels like. Or once again, if you're looking for a new job or waiting on a new job or something like that, it feels like you guys are going to hear from them soon. But let's get into the tarot cards and get a little bit deeper into what you guys can expect in your career this year. So for the tarot, we have the Page of Needles in reverse, which is the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the Six of Presents. Yeah, I knew it. The Six of Pentacles upright. I love this. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. So fun. And then we also have the World. Beautiful. And then the back of the deck energy was the Hermit. All right, so let me fix this. Page of Swords right here, I really feel like something has been delayed in terms of you waiting to get news on something, or maybe you even have gotten some bad news in regards to your job, your career, your finances because of job and career stuff. And just like, it seems like some good news has been delayed here. You've been waiting for it but haven't received it. In a current job and you are looking for a new job, then it could be that you got some bad news in regards to the job that you are currently in and you are starting to look for a new job. Just know that you are going to be getting this new job. And also with the Six of Presents right here, it tells me that not only are you going to be getting this new job, but you will be getting a better job than you expected, or a better pay than you expected. So if you went for like one position, one salary, the employer is going to look at your application and be like, you know what, I like you, I'm actually going to hire you for this position with this salary. Or maybe it is the position that you applied for, but the salary is better than you thought it would be, because this is somebody who's really generous. This tarot deck, they literally are giving presents out. Like, that's what it feels like. It's somebody who's really generous. I don't think that you expect this to be what you get in a good way. I think it's like something that you're like, oh wow, that's the pay, or wow, you actually selected me for that even though I don't have like this qualification. There's something here where you feel like you're missing something, or you waited a long time for something and you didn't think you were going to hear back, you didn't think you were going to get it, and like after you almost lost hope in it, or once the bad news has already hit in some cases for some people, is when you get this good news coming in with the Six of Presents. It's gonna be different for everybody, obviously, honestly, depending on like where you are at in job and your job security and in your career. However, for some people, this could even be looking like if you are unemployed, say, or in between jobs right now, and you keep applying for jobs, nowhere is hiring, and you just haven't heard anything back from anybody. That could be the page of needles in reverse here. Then you are going to be getting something soon. And once again, it's not just going to be like any job. It's going to be something where you're pleasantly surprised at how generous this job is, with the pay or with the position that they're offering, or something about the job that you are going to be getting. It's just really generous, and you're really like taken aback, like in a good way, like, oh, really? That's awesome. For those of you who aren't looking for a new position, but are waiting to get a better pay raise or to get a promotion or to get a bonus, especially if you've been waiting for a while with the page of needles in reverse, or if you've been denied one before, you are going to be getting it soon, or at least this year with this Six of Presents. So if you have been waiting for that, and especially if you have been denied it before or given like bad news before, like the company has said, oh, we can't do that right now, like we don't have the funds, we don't need somebody in that position right now, whatever it may be, and you are applying again, or you're applying for a different position, a different payroll, a different pay increase, or whatever it may be, then just know that you are getting it this time. And I keep feeling like it's going to be happening soon for a lot of you in this pile with this. This is just really giving me Eight of Wands energy, which is something that comes in fast and unexpectedly. So I feel like no matter what your situation is in this pile, whether you don't have a job or in between jobs and are trying to apply to one and you haven't been able to find one, or if you do have a job, perhaps you're just not enjoying it, you're looking for a better job, or if you are at your job and you want to stay at your job, but you're looking for a different position to work in, a pay increase, whatever it may be, I just feel like this is coming in pretty unexpectedly for you guys, but it's going to be in a good way unexpectedly. We have the World over here, which means the end of the old cycle and the start of the new. Yeah, I think you've been trying to do this for a while. I just get the sense for a lot of you guys, this has been something that you've been trying to get for a while, something that you've been trying to achieve for a while. And it might not be this specific job that you're getting this year that you've been trying to achieve for a while, but it could be like just a general pay increase, or a general better position, or you could be trying to leave one certain type of industry and go into a different one, even if you didn't have anything specific in mind. It's just that you don't have to deal with the old crap that you were dealing with in your old industry or in your old career or in your old job or in your old position. So that's just the vibe I'm getting here. I'm gonna get a couple of clarifiers. I think this is pretty straightforward though. I mean, the Hermit up there is just, you know, it is a contemplative type of thing. I think that is the kind of vibe that you've been in with your old job or your old industry, your old career choice, your old whatever it may be that you were doing for work before this. I think you just have realized that it's not enough. It's not what you want to do. And you've been kind of been like, what do I want to do? The Hermit is also somebody who's on like more of a spiritual journey. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but is more on like a path of like trying to find themselves, right? So you might be trying to align with something that is more you know what I mean? Maybe you're a creative person and you're trying to align with a job that's more creative, or maybe you are trying to just, you know, you've always worked in one sort of industry and it hasn't fulfilled you and you want to do something that feels like you're giving back more. You know what I mean? I just feel like you really have been contemplating like, where should I go from here? Where do I want to go from here? And I think you've just been really trying to find that out, not only in your personal life, but obviously ties in with your career and your work sense as well. And I think this year you're finally going to be getting a once again, this is the Six of Presents. It's going to seem like a present, like you're not expecting it. Yes, you applied for it, but you weren't expecting to hear from it. You know what I mean? You weren't expecting to get it. You weren't expecting to hear back from it. I think this is really going to end the old cycle that you've been stuck in terms of career and job, like I said before, with the World right here. So let's get some clarifiers. Yeah, I just get the vibe you really want your job to reflect you more, which is where this Hermit's coming in. You really have been reflecting on your past career decisions, your past job decisions, your past financial decisions, and been like, you know, is this really what I want to do? Why have I settled for less? Just things like that. Or I want to give more. I feel like I want to live in my purpose more. That's just what the Hermit vibes give me. All right, let me see what the Six of Presents is. And then I think we're pretty good besides an Oracle card for you guys. I just want to get some clarifiers for what this Six of Presents is, because it's so fun. Can we clarify the Six of Presents? All right, so we have the wheel, the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. This is giving me too. I always get the Wheel of Fortune. For me, because I do a lot of like online work, always gives me like algorithms and stuff like that. So if you've been looking for some type of payment that involves, and the Queen of Swords is here too, that involves some sort of algorithm
work, whether it be actual social media or like online applications or something like that. It's just like all of a sudden good fortune is turning in your favor. So even if it wasn't like actually online, I'm just feeling like suddenly like something's turning in your favor. So this could be that they were originally going to go with a different candidate, and for whatever reason that candidate decided not to move forward, and then you were their next choice and you're given it. You know what I mean? It's just like something's working in your favor here, where they're finally going to call you, message you, email you. I know a lot of job things are done through email, Indeed, whatever it may be, and you're finally going to be the one who's chosen. I'm laughing because I just heard in my mind. You heard that sound on TikTok? That's like, you have been promoted. You are my select employee. That's what I'm hearing right now. Except for I think in that case, it was like a bad thing because she was making him do more work than he was supposed to be doing. No, you're not going to be taken for granted here. The Six of Pentacles. Actually, this person's going to be really generous with you in whatever way, shape, or form. If it's not like financially specifically, I think it will be financially, but and it's just going to be like the job in and of itself, like the resources you can gain from the job, the skill you can gain from the job. Maybe it's something that you didn't have any experience in and they're letting you work for a lesser pay, but in exchange you're getting like experience that people pay a lot of money to get through schooling. Just something of the sorts is what it's giving. So yeah, and we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is like a lot of confusion. That's also the Hermit up here. I definitely don't think you guys knew where you wanted to go, and I think this year in particular is going to be clearing a lot of things up for you in terms of career and job. You guys feel like a little bit of older energy. I'm not calling you old, but like you don't feel like somebody who's just kind of like, oh, let's just do the job to do a job, whatever. Like you definitely wanted to reflect more of you, whether you believe that's like your soul, your life purpose, whatever it may be. Like you wanted to reflect you, and you really are trying to work on that and be on kind of a path where your career aligns with you and your morals and your personality and just your hopes and dreams for the future. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling right now. So, and then we had the moon too that popped out in the Fool in reverse. I just feel like there's so much confusion, so much complication. The moon sometimes can be things that are a little bit deceiving. I mean, I think in general this is just about we were all fed some pretty big lies when we were told about jobs and employment, especially if you're like me, a millennial. We were all told go to school and then 9 to 5 job, blah 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 blah. And I think we're all starting to see that's kind of starting to disintegrate. Not that I'm saying if that's the route that you went and that works for you, then this is saying that you're definitely going to get a really good opportunity here, but that's just an example of how things can be kind of misleading with the moon here, and it stopped you from actually being able to move forward with the Fool in reverse. You kind of like naively fell for something here, and it made you really confused in terms of job and career path. But this year it's going to be 100% more laid out for you. Whatever this job is, even if you don't stick with it forever or whatever, it's just going to be really beneficial and a stepping stone for you to move forward with kind of having your career aligned with where you want to go and your life purpose, and like I said, like what you want to do, and something that's going to make you happy as well as give you the pay that you need. All right, let's give you guys one oracle card, and I think we're going to finish this reading because that's pretty good. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a ton of career readings, so if you want more, I already have some up too. So if you need more clarity and guidance, then you can look at those. All right, so sorry, I'm like hiccuping. We get one last card for what does pile one, what can they expect for their career this year? The threshold, yeah, you're right on the okay, buddy, okay. You're right on the edge here. You're right on the edge. You feel like you're so lost, but you don't even know how close you are to getting this. And what I keep saying, I feel like it's coming in soon. So let me know down below if it actually does come in soon for you guys, because I just feel like it's gonna, even though we're only in March by the time I'm filming this, I just feel like you don't have to wait till like December of 2024 for this. You know what I mean? I don't know when you're watching this, but I just feel like it is coming in pretty fast for you. And then we have the Starborn and the riddle. Yeah, this has been like the riddle that you've been trying to solve, but you haven't been able to figure it out, which is where the Hermit is coming from, the contemplative energy, the what do I want energy. This is my journey, my career journey, you know what I mean? But for you guys, I do think it goes more hand in hand with your purpose and like you as a person, whereas some people can just like work and make money and like that's all good and dandy and that's it. You guys aren't those people, I don't feel like, at least. So I do think you are on the precipice of something really good. I think this is going to be bigger than just getting a good job for this year. I think it's going to really help you decide your career path in a good way. I think it's really going to give you a lot of clarity. And the Starborn, that's like the star card, very healing energy here. This is somebody who after they go through a tower moment, which is catastrophic destruction, just things kind of ending badly with the tower moment. This is you finally being able to heal and rebuild, and it's finally like your hopes and dreams. It's like, oh my god, I could do anything, this is so exciting, like where can I go from here? It seems like the world is your oyster type of thing. So yeah, I think you guys are closer than you realize, and I think that whatever you figure out this year with your job is going to be something that really not only helps you with your career and finances, but in terms of your personal life journey as well. So I hope you guys like that reading. Let me know down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
What is up, pile two? If you guys chose this fluorite point, then this is your readings. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I also have to say legally that these are for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is my opinion and allegedly. So we're gonna see what you guys can expect from your career this year. And as you can see, I've already pre-pulled some cards. So we have an oracle card right here just to kind of clear things up for me. And then we also have some tarot cards where we will get even closer and get more predictions for you guys. And then obviously I'll pull some clarifiers, and I will finish up with some more oracle cards on camera. So let's get into your cards. So what can you guys expect from your career this year? We have healing. This is good. We have cleanse, hydrate, dissolve, purify. Okay, this is very interesting. It's interesting too because this color right here that you chose is a like bluish color. It kind of reminds me of ocean in the water, which is supposed to be like super healing. So that is interesting to me. But let me just sit with this for a second. The word that's really sticking out here to me is dissolve. So um dissolving obviously is something falling apart, but in this way, because it's healing, it'd be in a good way. It's like purifying something. So I'm wondering if you guys in this pile have been in like kind of a toxic career situation, toxic job situation, if you're stuck between jobs that you don't like or even hate. I was going to say hate originally, and then I was like, that's a strong word, and then I was like, no, I said it for a reason. So maybe it is really that you hate your job. If it's not that you specifically hate your job, it could just be like that the job you work in, the environment you work in, the boss that you have, the coworkers around you. Something just kind of feels a little bit like it is not good for you. And I feel like this year it's going to somehow be dissolved in some way, shape, or form. It's going to be cleansed. You are going to be cleansed of having to deal with these issues at your workplace, your career, your job place. So I think that's all I'm getting from that. But yeah, this is the word that's really sticking out to me the most. But all this will be happening for a healing reason. You know what I mean? It's not just, bad luck or anything like that. It's because this place isn't good for you, or this career isn't good for you, or your specific boss at this specific company isn't good for you, something like that. So let's see what your tarot cards say. All right, and I know it's kind of specific, but that's really what I'm getting there. So if that's not you, then I don't know, you're gonna have to use your judgment and your own intuition. But yeah, let's see what we say. Queen of Swords, yeah. That's somebody who is gonna tell them off and tell them how it is, and she's gonna set some boundaries. That's for darn sure. All right, so the Five of Pentacles. You're not getting what you need. Interesting. It could be physical, like materials too. Maybe they're literally not giving you what you need in terms of materials, but it could be you just aren't getting the pay for the job they're trying to have you do. I'm not sure. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, I like that. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, interesting. Yeah, something's ending with your job here with the Ten of Swords. And like, don't be freaked out. I'm gonna get some clarifiers, and once again, it is a general reading, so you're gonna have to use your intuition. But something's ending here, and I think for the majority of you, you guys are the ones ending this, because the Ten of Swords is somebody who felt betrayed, who felt like they were taken advantage of, who felt like other people just kept hitting them when they're down. Obviously, like metaphorically, it's somebody who feels like people are just using them, you know what I mean, and leaving them to deal with all of the backlash. I mean, look at this guy. He's literally, it doesn't take 10 swords to unalive somebody, right? But yet that has been what's done to him. So I just think that the mental burden that you have in your current job or career right now is just so much for you guys in this pile that you are burnt out. Like the Ten of Swords, people talk about burnout all the time, but this is like extreme burnt out. You've been burnt out, and you probably have been kept dealing with this over and over and over again, most likely, I'm assuming, because of financial situations. But even with the job market right now, I would know it's so hard to get a new job nowadays. I totally understand that, but I feel like this year in particular, this group is finally saying enough is enough. I'm done. I'm good. I'm leaving. You might be leaving, you might not be leaving, but some way, somehow, you are
putting down some boundaries here. You're telling people what it is, how it is. You're saying, I'm not going to put up with this anymore, and something's coming to an end here. So whether that's the actual job, I'm not sure, and obviously that's going to be up to you and what you do, but it might be the actual job, but for some people it could just be just other aspects of the job that you're like putting up your boundary with. We shall see with this, but I just feel like you're not getting what you need here. And a lot of people, this could be the physical pay. They could be having you do more outside of your pay check than you are required to do, and you feel like you have to put up with it and you have to deal with it and you have to take on these extra burdens because you don't want to get fired or for whatever reason. But it's like, this isn't enough, dude. You might feel abandoned as well within your career this year. I don't think that I'm telling you guys anything new. So if you're clicking on this pile and this is all like new information, I mean, once again, use your gut, use your intuition. But I just feel like you felt abandoned in your place of employment for a while now with this Five of Pentacles. I don't know, maybe your leadership isn't like doing what they should be doing. I'm not sure, but you guys are taking the brunt of this and you're just like, I'm good, bro. Some people might have to do online work with this specific career that they have, this specific job that they have, because this Queen of Swords for me is sometimes relating to online stuff. If that doesn't relate to you, then that's fine. It's just a little side note that I'm putting in here. So if you have to work mainly online or through like a telephone, say a lot of your job is through, the computer or through talking to people on phone, however it may be, this is kind of what the Queen of Swords energy gives me. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but yeah. I'm like seeing somebody on a Skype call or like a FaceTime call. I guess it's not a FaceTime call technically because it's like on a computer. But yeah, I'm seeing somebody on a Skype call and they're like talking to a employer or like a manager or something and being told that they are being unfairly let go. So I don't know if that relates to somebody in this pile. I don't know if that's already happened, but yeah, just know the Nine of Cups here. You're going to be so much happier after this. If it's not you actually losing the job completely or quitting the job completely, then it's just going to be putting up some boundaries, like some major boundaries where this other shit is going to be put down for good, right? It's going to be done for good. You're not dealing with it anymore. But yeah, this could even be going to, if it's not like your boss who's the problem, maybe it's like the coworkers around you, or there's something like in your environment that just isn't okay. It's going to be going to like other people above them sometimes for some people too. So maybe it's like your boss's boss or HR or something and being like, this is what's happening. Like, I'm putting this to rest right now. So for some people, it could just be actually getting some boundaries and getting some justice in that sense for what's going on. For others, it could actually be being let go with the Ten of Swords. I'm just going to say what I see. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it could be that. Or it could be you even being like, I'm good, I'm done. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the Nine of Cups is here, which is like, I'm happy now. This is definitely going to be for the best for the Nine of Cups. And I think a lot of you are the ones initiating it. I really do. Once again, with the healing right here, you're being cleansed of this negativity. You're being cleansed of this burnout. You're being cleansed of being taken advantage of. Like, it's like you're finally feel like you're lighter and freer. So let's get some oracle cards because some clarifiers because I want to see especially this Ten of Swords energy. Sorry if you can. I don't know when that cut off. I was saying sorry if you can hear all the noise in the background. Anyways, let's get a clarifier for the Ten of Swords. Can you please clarify the Ten of Swords? I want to know. Yeah. Oh my God. I think you guys are the one initiating this because you're so sick and tired of the Tower. All right, listen. I just got to read what I see, okay? I'm just going to read what I see. The Tower could be some people losing their jobs. I just have to read what I see. Don't come at me. But yeah, for other people, I think this is you also. Some people are probably putting in, or they might be. Honestly, I don't even see you guys putting in 2 weeks if you quit. What you do is what you do. But for the majority of this pile, I just see you being like, bye. But yeah, so the Tower is just something unexpected that is kind of like disastrous. This is like unexpected things happening where all of a sudden it's like, well, that's the end of that. But I do think at the end of the day, it's because it's not worth the fight anymore. It's not worth having to deal with this anymore. It's not worth having to be so burnt out. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that you guys actually do have skills. You actually are good workers. You actually put in the time, effort, energy, and you're not like sloppy with your work. You're actually good employees. And yet this company just didn't give a crap. They just don't care. Whatever career you're in right now, it's just, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this because this is just messed up. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, you're just going to be like, it's not worth the fight. I'm cutting my losses. The Tower can be kind of scary, but once again, at the end of the day, I do think that you are going to be happier for it. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. I want to see, like, oh, look at that. So we have the, look, an Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, no matter how this happens for you guys, whether you are somebody who is themselves doing this and is, you know, either putting up some boundaries here with other people in the workplace. I think for most people it's honestly going to be leaving into a new job. I really do. But however it plays out, whether it's you or whether it's something that happens to you, just know we have the Ace of Pentacles here. You're going to be finding something pretty shortly after, and I think you're going to be really, really happy about it, because we have the Nine of Cups, which is somebody who literally manifested what they wanted. They were extremely happy, like happy-go-lucky, joyous. We have the Four of Wands right here, which is somebody who is hitting a milestone. They're celebrating. It's just like a really good environment to be in too. The Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. I'm seeing this as a new job for you, or at least some new financial opportunity coming for you after this is done with, after this old negative energy is dealt with. The World is here, which is the end of a cycle, the end of this old toxic career, this old toxic cycle, this old toxic job. It could be that, like, for some people, if you're not actually leaving a job, it could be somebody else is getting fired here. Maybe it's like a boss who's not a good boss and is the one putting all the look at the Death card just flew out, putting all this shit on you, you know what I mean? So it could be somebody else in some people's cases. I'm not sure how it's going to be for everybody in this specific group, but I think you get the idea. I don't want to repeat myself too much. Just know that after this is over with and dealt with, whether it's you who leaves, you who gets, you know, let go of, or whether it's some other toxic people within the career you're in who get dealt with because of something you're saying, especially, I think if that happens, you would be a part of it. Just know you are going to find some happiness after this, whether it be in the form of a new job or pay increase or whatever it may be. There's just going to be a really good job environment after that for you. So yeah. All right, I think that's pretty much it for you guys and how to. So let us see. I'm excited for you guys to finally be done with this, because for it to be the Ten of Swords, it means you've dealt with this shit over and over and over again for a while. And I feel like you guys have said stuff before. You have spoken up before. You have been like, this isn't right before. You've done your job. Eight of Pentacles, I can tell you're a good employee. So if they're trying to put this on you and say that you're not a good employee, bullshit. I'm calling their bullshit right now. I can smell it from a mile and a half away, and I don't even know you and I don't even know them. Like, bullshit. You've been on time, you've done your work, you've done good work, you've done great work, and they still did this to you. Oh my god. Flying out stuff. Just know that you will be appreciated after this is dealt with. After this toxicity is dealt with, you will be appreciated, whether it's in the new position, a new job, whether these other people are dealt with, and that's what this is about. You will be appreciated after that, and there will be a lot of happiness after that. So one last card for you guys, what to expect in your career this year. Oh, that flew. Okay, one of these flew way down here. Oh my god, you're never gonna guess what it, look at that. Apocalypsis. I have to show you what this, I know what it means. This is all about the truth, but let me show you, because I know you guys are going to be like, wait, what? And this is why I was saying that's so weird, because I put this back in because sometimes I just shuffle when I'm thinking and I don't even think about it. And so if something flies out, I just put it back, because I was like, oh, I wasn't even like concentrating. I was just kind of shuffling to shuffle. But this flew out again. You seen that it flew out the first time? I was like, no, I was supposed to be here. Okay, so apocalypsis, like I said, it's all about the truth being known. Look at this. It literally says removing the veil of deception. Yeah, some people are literally screwing you guys over. They have been. Whether or not you know this, I think you do, or at least you're going to, because this year at least you're going to, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who's telling the other person, like, you're telling them what's up. Anyways, I'm going to read this just because I already have it out. But it indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of a veil, yeah, the truth becoming known, basically. This means that truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come to light, an element of despair and grief follows. Yeah, like I kept saying, I do think some people, I can't unsee it. I know nobody wants to fucking go out on tarot card reading and hear you might lose your job, but I can't unsee what I see. If this was my own reading, I would have to face the facts too, because there's the freaking Tower, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, which is saying that I don't have a paycheck anymore. So for some people, I do think that you are going to be, and I also saw that via the Skype call or whatever. That's interesting. But yeah, take it as it is. Don't like be, Don't be freaking out because of a YouTube tarot card reading. I'm just seeing what I see. Anyways, the second dynamic is the second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. That is this. There is a new position waiting for you. I'm literally shaking my camera because I'm like so excited for you guys. I know it's gonna feel so bad when it happens, but there is something good coming for you guys. Like, not even good. Good doesn't even describe it. There's something amazing coming for you guys with this Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You're gonna be so freaking happy in this new position. Oh, I can't wait for you. I'm sorry that this has to happen first. That really sucks, but it's like exactly what this says, dissolving. It's purifying this job for you. Like, you're getting purified of this negativity of this job. You're getting purified of those who take advantage of you for a actual well-paying position where you're not only emotionally fulfilled, you're financially fulfilled, and you are in just a really happy environment. So anyways, yeah, so that's what this is. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalyptic energy is similar to a forest fire, devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding from us. From the nakedness truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process, hold on to your center. That is the only way. I had to read that for you because I knew what that said, but I knew you guys were going to be like, no, why? Yes, why? That's crazy. So yeah, all I can say for you guys in pile 2 is just stay in your truth. Don't let people undermine you. I don't think that they will, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who isn't going to put up with shit, and I feel like that's your energy. You're going to be like, no bitch, no bitch. I'm sorry I swear so much. Actually, I'm not. This person seems like they deserve it. But just know that from this ending, there will be such a beautiful new beginning, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that is, if you guys are like creative or more, I don't know, I was gonna say like in your field, in your fields, but artistic in any way. This could definitely be a job that is encompassing that, or like even like this sort of stuff, more like a spiritual and stuff like that. If you've been looking at jobs like that, I wouldn't be surprised if you got hired or employed or started your own business doing something like that, or whatever it is. It's just gonna be something that makes you really, really happy, and you're just gonna love it. So yeah. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys in pile 2, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 3. If you guys chose this selenite, then this is your reading. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I do have to say legally that this is for entertainment purposes only. This is all allegedly for your entertainment and in my opinion. Okay. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled some cards. So we're gonna, well, I just flipped it over. I don't know why I did that. So we're gonna look at this one here, even though we just did. But we're also going to take a look at these. I love these, but they don't photograph well, so hopefully we can see them good. The light just like reflects off them crazy. But yeah, so we'll get what I get off of this, and then we are going to get more in depth with the tarot cards, and then to get even more detailed, we'll pull some clarifiers, and then lastly we will end this reading with a oracle card that I pull on camera. So let's see what the first card says for you guys for what to expect in your career this year. It says compassion, nature, giving, love, life. So this is really interesting. I'm kind of getting the vibe of like a work-life balance for sure. I don't know if you guys have been looking for something like that, maybe a new job, or maybe you're trying to get some different hours at your job or something like that, but it's giving me work-life balance for some reason. So take that if it resonates. If it doesn't, I mean, I think we all want work-life balance, but if that is specifically something you've been trying to do, that's what I'm getting with this card. But in general, we have the we have the word compassion, which is somebody being super generous with you in terms of career and work, and obviously that ties into finances as well. So I do see with this card that somebody is going to be super generous with you, whether that's, you know, in your current job, giving you a pay raise, in a new job you've been looking for, something that you maybe perhaps didn't think you were capable of getting, and you get it. It's just something that you didn't expect in a good way. Like, it's more generous than you thought it was going to be. The pay is higher, or it's something that is just invaluable in the fact that you learn like some skills that you don't have to, you know, pay money to learn. You know how some people go to school obviously and learn like a bunch of different skill sets and stuff. This would be like you obtaining them through an employer while also getting paid. Does that make any sense? So it's like there's just something super beneficial for you that somebody is going to just be really generous in giving you in your career this year. So that's interesting to me. I also can't ignore the fact that there's so many animals. This is nature, and there's like, you know, she's in the forest and stuff like that. So if you guys are looking to do something in terms of career with like animals, or the environment, or just anything where you'd be caring for others, it could be even like nursing, a doctor. I don't know. Like, I'm just giving like random examples now, but it could be anything where you're taking care of other things or growing other things. But especially in this card, because it says nature and she's in the forest and stuff like that, especially if it's particularly in with animals or with the environment in some way. All right, anyways, let's get into the tarot. It kind of feels like with compassion, you guys are going to be tying your career into some of you. I do think people are going to be very generous and compassionate with you in terms of career, but I do think some of you guys are going to be tying your passions and things that you're passionate about into your career as well, like humanitarian work or environmental work or working with animals. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have, oh, there it is, the Six of Pentacles. Yep, this is the generosity I was seeing for sure. And then we also, oh, the Star! I love that. Ooh, that makes me happy. Okay, hold on, let me fix it. Yeah, there's something over here with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you in this pile might have put a lot of time, effort, energy, and even maybe money into some sort of career field. You might even went to school for it, and you're just not feeling like it's what you want to do anymore. Because the Ace of Pentacles is like money wasted or opportunities wasted. I'm not saying you wasted it. I'm just giving you like the actual definition of the card for me. So to me, that's telling me there's something that you spent a lot of time on or a lot of money on or just a lot of resources on that you are now not utilizing for whatever reason. The Five of Swords in reverse is telling me that you're cutting your losses. It's not worth the arguments. It's not worth the fights. It's not worth the hostilities over. It's not worth trying to compete in this sort of industry or whatever it may be. It's just like you're cutting your losses with this. It's like what's done is done and moving on to something new. Other people in this pile this year might be considering putting some money or some time or some resources into a certain career field. So obviously the most what do you call that, like blatant way you could do that is by actually buying a course or going to school for something or something of the sort. I'm on YouTube, so I always think of like social media and stuff, but like this giving me the vibe of like spending a bunch of money on like camera equipment in order to like, you know, be on YouTube or something. That's the vibe I'm getting. So I do see some people actually investing a lot of time, effort, money, energy, or resources because they're investing into some sort of career path this year. And that's very interesting to me because I feel like you had to cut something else out first. We're going to see what that is with these. But let me go on to the other two. Hold on. Like I said in the beginning with this card, this was literally what this was giving. Somebody's going to be very generous with you. So if you have been, especially if you've been let go of a job with Ace of Pentacles in reverse, or you had some sort of financial opportunity that you lost for whatever reason, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is telling me there's some sort of money, resources gone for whatever reason, and you are going to be making up for it with the Six of Pentacles. There's somebody who's going to be super generous with you, whether it be a boss or whether it be if you're looking for a new job, then I'm saying you're definitely going to get this new job with the Six of Pentacles here. But whatever it is, it's going to be something you don't expect because it's going to be a lot more charitable and generous than you thought you could get. You know what I mean? I can't ignore that we do have the Star here, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. So if you are somebody who has been pursuing like a social media thing or just anything where you'd be seen and you had to spend some money on it to be seen, that sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying, whether it be like actual theater, you know, like actress, singer, songwriter, social media, YouTube, whatever it may be, then you might be getting some help here with the Six of Pentacles for that. Or it could also be some donations. I know people online make a lot of donations, but the only reason I'm saying that, it's not going to be for the majority of you. I don't think the only reason I'm saying that is because the Star is somebody who a lot of times is, you know, famous or seen by a lot of people. So this could definitely be that for some people in this pile. Obviously, don't make that work for you if it's not for you, but I do see that as well with this spread. For the majority of you, what I think this is, though, is I think that you just spent, like I said, a lot of time, money, energy, or resources on either learning something or maybe even buying things, investing things to be able to work a certain career. So I don't know how that works because I haven't really worked too many careers. But, you know, if your job required you to go out and buy a bunch of stuff for it, I don't know how that works if they're supposed to pay you back. But anyways, like if they required you to go buy a bunch of stuff for it, and then you did, and you ended up hating it, and you're just kind of like, well, that was a loss, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm gonna move forward from here. You're just kind of like taking your losses, like it is what it is, what can I do, with the Five of Swords in reverse here. But what I'm seeing here, the Six of Pentacles, is you are going to be not only reimbursed for whatever you spend, but it's going to be over time, especially, it's going to be a lot more than you actually spent trying to get this career, this job, or get the schooling or whatever it may be with Ace of Pentacles reverse over here. And that's where this star comes in. It's a super exciting, super healing. You're like, I can't believe it. The star to me is always like somebody who, wishes upon a star, like the world is your oyster type of thing. It's like, I can't believe this is actually happening. Like, I didn't expect that. Well, with the Six of Pentacles right here, I definitely think that this is going to be happening to you by the end of this year. So that is super exciting. And I think it's going to be something way, way better than you expected, whether that just be a better position, better pay. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm getting that feeling that like it might even be reimbursing as well. Maybe I know some jobs will like pay you to go to college or go get schooling or something like that. So it could be something like that. They reimburse you for something. It doesn't necessarily have to be schooling in college, but they reimburse you for something like a career, a course or some sort of training. I'm getting that as well. But whatever it is, it would be big because the star and the Six of Pentacles right here is something that is like, holy shit, that's really, you guys will really do that? You know what I mean? So it's just somebody being super compassionate with you. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. I want to know what you spent, what you did. Look, the Five of Swords in reverse again. Yeah, we have, oh my God, I can't pick it up. Five of Swords in reverse again. You took a hit here. You took a hit. For some people, this was literally the loss of a job. Or this was literally, if you didn't actually work the job yet, maybe you thought you were going to get it and then it fell through. I don't know. But this is like the loss of a job, the loss of an opportunity here. And yeah, the Ace of Swords or Ace of Cups right here in reverse is like a rejection. Is somebody being upset and sad that, this fell through. Whatever you were trying to invest in, it could actually be a literal investment too that went bad. I don't know. But whatever you're trying to invest in, it just like it turned out bad. You got bad news for whatever reason. Page of Swords in reverse. You could have got laid off. You could have been let go. It could have been a lot less pay than you thought it would be. You just didn't get an opportunity that you were convinced you were going to get for whatever reason. You just had to cut your losses here, especially if you spent money on trying to get to this place. Maybe with a star here, I know some people, if you're like, trying to be somebody who is seen or like an actress or singer songwriter, sometimes you'll spend money on your hair, your nails, or to look a certain way, or maybe even equipment. If you are like a musician or something like that, it just feels like you really thought you were going to get this, just to find out this bad news over here that it didn't happen. You were rejected, and you just kind of have to like cut. I keep saying cut your loss, but I don't know how else to phrase it. You just kind of have to be like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I spent that money, but I just kind of have to move forward from here. But it's going to work out in your favor. So I don't know if I said this yet, but this could definitely be, like I said before, for some people, you might have even gotten the job, but it was like really low pay with Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then you kind of had to reject it because you're like, I can't, like, what do I do with that? You know what I mean? Or you could even be working in a job and you could be trying to go for a promotion and it gets rejected. There's just something here that gets rejected in terms of pay, and you're just kind of like all that time wasted or all that money wasted. That's just the vibe I'm getting. But anyways, I don't want to keep repeating myself. So let's go into Five of Swords is pretty self-explanatory to me. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles, because whatever this is, whatever you learned in this process of this over here, or whatever you did in this process over here, is going to come back to you like tenfold with the Six of Swords. I mean, the Six of Pentacles over here. Yeah, you're super anxious that this wasn't going to happen, but it is going to happen. It might not be the first time, it might not be the second time, it might not be in the job that you're in now, but something's going to happen here. For sure. There is going to be an abundance of opportunities for you. And this is like an amazing opportunity for you with this star right here. So whatever it is that you were just like a dream come true in terms of career, or a wish come true in terms of career with a star, like that's what's going to be happening to you in your career with the Six of Pentacles in the star by the end of the year. Yeah, the Temperance card right here is just telling me patience. Well, I can't talk. Patience and moderation here. So you might have to wait a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when you're watching this in terms of the year. So if you are watching this when I upload it, there's like still most of the year left. This could be something that you get towards the end of the year. I will not lie to you. This is patience. Like, you have to be patient. I know nobody wants to freaking hear that, but you have to be patient. Some of you guys might have to build up some more things in order to get this position over here with the Six of Pentacles. You might have to like put some more stuff on your resume. You might have to fix your resume. You might have to if you like are somebody who is like online or something, or a musician, songwriter, or something like that, you might have to kind of create a couple more things in order to get this over here. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. It's going to be different for everybody, but
you are going to get this over here. You just have to be patient. Just keep going the way you're going, because this is coming with the Six of Swords. I kind of want to clarify the Six of Swords. I mean, I keep calling it Six of freaking Swords. I don't know why I keep calling it that. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Maybe some people have to travel for this, because I keep hearing Six of Swords. I don't know where this is coming from. Yeah, something needs to end first before this can come in. It's going to be different for so many people, but you're going to have to use your own intuition on that. The Ten of Swords is something ending. This could be this old job over here. Something has to end first. Whether you're ending it or they're ending it, I'm not sure. But yeah, the Four of Swords is somebody being super restless. But I want to know, like, what is being given with the Six of Pentacles? What is being... Oh my God, this is so crazy. We did have that. Oh my God, okay. So I'm going to put this back. This is interesting. We do have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups over here. Only because I dropped like half the deck. That's why I'm putting it back. But what are they being given with the 10? Sorry, what are they being given with the Six of Pentacles? What are they being given with the Six of Pentacles? We have... Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely a really good opportunity with the Page of Pentacles here. If you've been manifesting something, whether you're like actually like manifesting with like candles or something, or however you would do it, or if you've just been really hoping and praying and dreaming on something coming true, it definitely is with the Star and the Page of Pentacles right here. This is something that you might have been stopped before, completely halted the progress in the Chariot in reverse. You might have even detached yourself from it in the past, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who can't take care of themselves, who can't provide for themselves, who can't nurture themselves. I feel like this is going to come through somebody else just being compassionate and giving you a chance, and you're going to blow it out of the water here. So can we clarify the Star? Yeah, look at that. We have Judgment, which is the ending of the old chapters and beginning of new ones. And also this is a lot of people kind of looking at your work. This is the public a lot of times. So I know not everybody in this pile is going to be like famous or like, you know, on social media in a certain capacity or whatever way. If you are, this definitely is confirmation. You are going to be giving some really good generous pay here, whether it's from donations or from the AdSense, from even, what is that called, those people who brand deals, things like that. You definitely are, because there are going to be people who are very very publicly viewing you, but they're viewing you in a good way. They really like your work, they like what you do, they're praising you, that sort of thing. So it doesn't have to be social media. I know for a lot of people it probably won't be, but for other people this could be, even if you are like a writer or something, a lot of people are looking at your work, and that's good. But this could just be too, like, just something being reviewed. So this could just be favorably being reviewed. So especially if it's something that you gave up on before. I keep going to like singer, songwriter, musician, things like that, because of the Star and the Six of Pentacles. But it's just like, it's going to be viewed in a favorable way. You're ending this old cycle of this, whatever that you wasted your time on, whatever wasn't paying you enough, and you're going into this new cycle where you're getting plenty of wow, why can't I talk? Plenty of support over here with the Six of Pentacles. So also had, what we have over here, the Moon. Yeah, the Hermit. I think that this was a long time coming. I think that you kind of got lost in your way here with the Hermit and the Moon. The Moon is something that's just really complicated. Things just aren't really straightforward. You kind of get lost a lot of times with the Moon. It's a little bit of deceiving energy. It's just like, I don't know where to go, especially with the Hermit here. It's like you really had to face kind of whatever this was over here and really be like, is this worth it? Is this what I want to do? Is this where I want to go? Does this align with me? Is this what I want to do? Is, you know, kind of cutting off everything that I worked for and just starting this new path. Is that where I want to go? It's just kind of being like trying to find your own way. Yeah. I don't think whatever you guys are doing is really something that might be tried and true, if you will. Like, I'm not saying other people haven't done it. I highly doubt you're doing a career that other people haven't done, but it might not be something that you had guidance for. That's the thing. The Hermit, you had to figure it out yourself. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this at this, because yours is, the other two piles were a little bit more straightforward. I feel like you guys are kind of more of like the artistic pile, which is great, but I just think for you guys, there is so many more different ways this could go. You know what I mean? Even if you aren't artistic, but you know, did what do you call that, resonate with this pile, then that's great. It's just, I feel like you guys are more, it's just, I don't think whatever you guys are going to be doing this year is something that is seen every day. Like, even if it was something like social media or YouTube or something like that, where yeah, there's plenty of people who do it, it's just like you don't see people every day in your town doing it. You don't see people every day in your family doing it. That's what it feels like here. No matter what it is that you guys do, no matter what it is that this dream job is with the Star here,
it's just coming to light this year. It's going to be great, and you're going to be paid for it. You're going to be paid well for it. People are going to be really generous with you. They're going to be really kind to you, really compassionate with you. Judgment over here, you're going to be viewed very well too. People are really going to love you. So I love that for you guys. Anyways, let's finish this up with an oracle card, and then we can end this reading. You guys should definitely let me know down below, because your reading's a little bit less straightforward than the other ones. If you feel comfortable, let me know down below like what this is, what you're going for, and if you get something, let me know too. I love to hear it. All right, so oh my god, sorry if you can hear the background. Can we please tell pile 3 what to expect this year? What to expect in career this year? Can pile 3 expect in career this year? Look at that, the mystic. Oh, this is cool. The sword. Yeah, I think you had to make a tough decision with this Ace of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. You really had to cut some losses here. You might have even had to quit a job, or you might be put out a lot of money for whatever reason, whether it's like college debt and you're not doing whatever you went to college for, something like that. It's just like you had to make a really hard decision here, and a lot of people probably judged you for it. But at the end of the day, there's something coming in this year specifically for you guys that is going to make up for all this. Yeah, the box. I think you felt trapped in this old position, whether it be because of the low pay or because it just wasn't fulfilling for you. With the Hermit here, the Hermit is somebody who's going on like a spiritual, personal journey, is trying to figure out like the why they were put on this earth type of thing. So in terms of career with you guys, I think that this really ties in together. I think you guys really want your purpose and your passion to be tied in with your career. And this year specifically, you're going to be finding that. You're going to be getting out of this box. Yeah, and then the mystic. I mean, some people in this pile might actually be trying to start like spiritual businesses for sure. Did I say that in this pile? I don't know. But anyways, if this is like you, if that is something that people in this pile want us to do, then this is just confirmation here. But I do think that this is more talking about you guys just trusting your own intuition, your own gut. Maybe you guys went to like a person, a mystic or something like that, like a psychic or a tarot reader. Like obviously you're on this reading, but maybe you went to like an actual other person and they kind of like helped you clear some stuff up. But even if you didn't do that, it's just all about somebody who's gonna follow their dreams, regardless of what other people say. I feel like you guys in this past specifically have. Oh, I didn't even see what the. Where did these come from? Where did these come from? Okay, yeah, you guys are just entrepreneur spirits, whether or not that is actually like on like social media or somebody being like famous, being seen, singer, songwriter, actor, actress. It doesn't have to be. It's just an entrepreneur of some sort. Like you guys aren't meant to follow the mold here. This is the mold, the 9 to 5, the boring box here. You know what I mean? No offense to people who work 9 to 5s, but you know what I mean. The box is just somebody who's forced into a box. They just, you know, the saying is you can't think outside the box, which means you're not creative. You have no good ideas or whatever it is. But for you guys, it's like you're finally breaking out of this mold, out of this box, and not having to conform to what everybody else thinks you should be doing. That's exactly what this is. You're going to be successful doing it. I have no idea where these were hiding, but hello. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised for some people if it wasn't actually like artistic stuff or like things where you could get famous off of it or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised for you guys if it's like more of like starting your own business and being like I said, an entrepreneur or something with the King of Wands here too. But anyways, I was going to show you the mystic because it literally says, like, I knew what this said in the book, but I wanted to show you guys. It says the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. That's exactly what this is. This is something that you dreamed about, where you had to kind of be like, you know what I mean? Am I really going to let go of this pay to follow this pursuit, this career that is something that has no backing to it or whatever? And you said yes, and it's going to pay off this year specifically, which is amazing. People often judge this sort of person, the dreamer, because they just, it's not based in reality, they say, you know what I mean? But you guys knew with the mystic too, you guys knew that this is what you wanted to do, where you wanted to go. And I think it took you a long time, but I think this year specifically is where you're going to reap the rewards of it. So, and I think it's going to involve another person being helpful for you, or a community of people too for some people. Anyway, so it says the mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as wandering or lighthearted dreamer. Yeah, absolutely. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows up the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear the darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic reveals in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. Sorry, I was like down here. I thought I was up there, but literally says remover of darkness, visionary, ageless, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. I don't think you guys are expecting that, but I think you are going to be getting recognition and results and attention. But yeah, I think you guys are going to be seen by a lot of people too, in whatever way, shape, or form that happens. This is great. I love this for you guys. So anyways, not you specifically, then your business or your whatever it may be that you guys are trying to do, your ideas, your goals, your visions. Maybe some of you with this right here, once again, maybe this is like humanitarian work, trying to make change of some sort. Like I definitely see this coming to fruition for you guys in this year specifically. So anyways, that was really long-winded. I hope you liked this though. And yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Bye guys.